Previously on It's Paul and Marcus.
Why are we doing this? I don't see the point in why we're even considering doing this. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Look, I got the directions here. It seems pretty straightforward. And look, we watch the show all the time, so I really want to go.
You know that you can never follow directions. Even though we have it on direction-wise, I think that you always have a tendency to get us lost. So I am really second-guessing why you're considering this still.
Look, I've got this in the bag, and if we get lost, we can always ask some neighbours.
Neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours. With a little understanding, you can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends. Today we are going in search of Ramsay Street. So our first step in getting to Ramsay Street is to take the Glen Waverley train service from Flinders Street in Melbourne CBD the whole way to Glen Waverley. Then we need to get a bus, and then we've got to walk. Now I'm just going to set out at the start here that we're not going to tell you the real address of Ramsay Street. That's not fair. We were able to find it quite easily online. That's all I'm going to say.
Will be the 11:18 Glen Waverley, stopping all stations to Glen Waverley.
We're on board, and the journey should take us about 33 minutes.
The next station is Glen Waverley. This train will terminate at Glen Waverley.
We've arrived at Glen Waverley station, and I've now switched over to my stealth glasses. Paul's already wearing his, because when we get to Ramsay Street, or the actual place where they film, we don't want to appear to be walking around holding a camera and all that sort of stuff. Although we do look like tourists. I think we look like spies, actually. Don't you, Paul?
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. Actually, I think we look like the two Ronnies in these glasses.
Probably.
What do you think, Ronnie? So now we have to take a bus, and we're looking for the 888 or the 889.
Division Drive.
Yes, Division Drive.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. That's not the address of Ramsay Street, but we'll not be giving any further clues after that. I don't know how often the bus comes, but you looked it up on the map, Paul, and it doesn't seem to take that long. It was only a few stops, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So hopefully a bus will appear soon.
I guess the buses are here.
Well, we've got information for the buses here, and unfortunately ours isn't listed. So we're going to have to try to work out how to get there.
I think I need to just put into this thing. Do we see the 902 anywhere?
The 902, yes, but that is a airport bus. I don't think we can use that. It says smart bus. I think that's not included on our MyKai or MyKey. 888 and 889, but they're not listed. Hi, do you go to Vision Drive? Or is it another direction?
I have no idea whether I do or not. I turn right to go down towards Chelsea.
Oh, right. Okay.
I have 200 bus stops. You tell me which one Vision Drive is, and I'll tell you whether I go or not.
Right. Are you heading towards the airport now? Is it airport? Airport West, I think it's that one. Okay.
Towards Chelsea.
Right. So where would that bus go? It's the 902 we're looking for.
902, right there.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we just spoke to a bus driver who didn't even know what stop she stopped at. She said, "Oh, I have 200 stops here. I don't know everyone." How useless was that? And she couldn't even tell us which direction we might need to go. The timetable information is completely just crazy. We can't seem to get anything online. There's nothing to indicate which direction anything goes. This is really, really poor. But we're still determined to get there. We think we have to travel in the direction of Airport West. So when that bus comes up, we're going to ask the driver for information and hopefully they will know where they're going. Hi, I'm trying to get to Vision Drive along Springdale Road. Is it this direction? So, Springdale Road and then Vision Drive, bus stop. Oh, thank you.
I think it's only 7 stops.
That's this way? Oh, lovely, thank you. That's very kind of you, thank you very much. Well, this driver was so much more helpful. He had a little machine where he was able to check the stops, so the lady on the other bus was just being awkward. And even though it said this was an airport bus and a special service, we were able to use the MyKey or MyKey card. So we get a one-day trip for anywhere in the whole state of Victoria, and it only costs $10.60 as long as you tap on and tap off. Oh, we better remember to tap off this bus, I think, as well, Paul.
So here's where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right, well, we have to cross this really busy road. We shouldn't really be crossing on the brow of a hill, Paul, but I think after this one, we're going to run for it. Run for it. Oh, I nearly fell. Things I do for this channel. Yes, and Paul as well, of course. Right. Now, it's easier, well, there is a brow of a hill again, but I think it's slightly easier, this one. After this white car, I think we can, let's go for it. Yeah, that's okay. We've done it. Well, we've managed to cross the road without getting killed. We're not going to give you any more clues as to where we're going now. But I think this is a perfect opportunity, now it's quieter down here, to talk a little bit about our love of Neighbours. Now, I started watching Neighbours from its very first episode, and would you believe it, Paul? It was broadcast on my birthday, my 13th birthday. The first episode of Neighbours went out on the 18th of March 1985. Now, that would have been in Australia, of course. We got it a few months later, I think. And it's had quite a journey, the programme, because it was cancelled about 6 months after it started, and then it was picked up by another channel down under. The BBC screened it continuously until I think the early 2000s, when Channel 5 took over, and then they decided to axe it. And because most of the money that was paid to make the programme came from the UK, it meant that they couldn't afford to make it anymore, and the programme was axed in 2022. But then it was revived again thanks to Amazon in 2023. Now, I have to admit that for years I didn't watch it. I think not because I didn't like it. I didn't have time. I probably didn't have time. I moved on to other things. But during the pandemic, I started watching again, and I immediately got into it.
So you rediscovered it.
I rediscovered it, and you discovered it for the first time.
Yeah, I think it was really easy to watch and really easy to follow. I think I liked it because there are drama elements as well as comedy elements to it, which is really refreshing because you just can't have too much of one and not of the other, but there is a nice mix to it.
Yes, and it used to be on 5 days a week. It's only 4 now, but that's actually enough, I think. It's on Mondays to Thursdays on Amazon Freevee. in the UK, and it's on Channel 10 and 10 Peach here in Australia. Now, we've got to walk down a few blocks here before we get to Ramsay Street, and then we'll be going fully into stealth mode.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think they'll probably get a lot of people walking around, and I don't want to be shouted at or something like that. But before we get there, I just thought that we should maybe talk about some of our favourite characters. Well, for me, of course, it's got to be Paul Robinson. He's been there from the start, played by Stephen Dennis, and I just really like his sort of darkness, but there is a lightness to him as well, so you know, he's not completely evil. What about you, Paul?
I think there are so many characters. The one that I like joined recently, and the character is called Krista.
I can't remember the surname.
No way.
We don't need surnames,
is
Paul.
Krista Sinclair.
Oh yes, that's right.
Krista.
And she owns the Lassiter's hotel group.
No, so I think
she?
that she's been
Or
on
her family does.
quite a journey since she started the new series of Neighbours.
And of course, we all love Harold Bishop. And I'm just going to stop here.
He's back.
He's back, but I found it. It is right in front of us, Ramsay Street.
Don't get caught spying on someone's YouTube channel. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus.
Wow. Here we are. We are on Ramsay Street. We're not going to stop. We're just going to walk round. Really want to enjoy this little stroll. We'll just walk the whole way around, and I'll probably stop talking at some point because there's going to be people out. Some of the neighbours around. Wow. Well, at least they're not filming today, because if they were, we wouldn't be able to do this. It kind of seems slightly surreal being here. Most people are probably out at work. What do you think, Paul? Do you know what? It looks really, really tiny. It is just a little cul-de-sac. You know, there was a car over there with someone in it, so we just walked past. We didn't say anything. But this is our chance to just take a moment, I think. Isn't that Therese Willis's house there?
This is Therese Willis's house, and this is where the tree got chopped.
Yeah, the trees are gone because they've got all the new little trees out there. Oh, wow.
It just feels so surreal that we're actually here.
Where's the share house then? Is it that one over there with the little archway?
There aren't that many houses in this cul-de-sac, is there?
No, there certainly aren't. Look, there's a dog. Hello. The doggies come out.
Is it maybe 6 or 7 maybe?
Yeah. Well, I think before someone comes out and tells us this, go away.
Yeah.
We should just take a picture here for posterity.
Oh wow, I just can't believe we made the rounds. Wow, Marcus, I think this is like a dream come true for you, right? Because I don't think that this was going to be possible, really.
No, I mean,
With the pandemic happening and everything.
I still can't really believe that we're here and that we've done this. And of course it does seem a bit strange standing outside real people's houses, of course. That's why we're sort of taking a step back, because it's unfair.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they must get other people who sort of walk around.
Probably.
They must be used to it.
Wow. Pinch yourself moment, I think.
Wow. Well, we've done it. We have visited Ramsay Street. We've come on a Monday early afternoon, so most people are probably out at work. One last look. I think that might be a workman over there. Oh wow. It's right over there, and I will block out the name of the actual address because I don't think it's fair to actually say where it is. But as I said earlier, we just Googled it and found the information. Wow, I actually feel a little bit emotional, I have to say. Just visiting like a cul-de-sac, but probably the most famous one in the world. Wow.
Oh,
What do you think, Paul? Was it worth it in the end?
I'm happy we had to go through all this trouble. I think it makes it worth it.
Yeah, oh, I agree with that 100%. Well, if you thought it was worth it to watch today's episode, then maybe you'd like to subscribe for more, isn't that right, Paul?
Yeah, so for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, please do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, then the link is in the description.
And from Ramsay Street, we're going to say good day.
Yes, indeed, from Erinsborough. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.